So let us start indefinite integrals, one of the very interesting topic, and it is related to so many other topics. Actually, in JEE Advanced, most of the integral calculus problems, especially indefinite integral problems, they ask in the rearrangements. Okay, after doing lot of research, seeing the last 15 years question papers, so some set of questions have made it, rather we can say we made it, and let's discuss those type of questions. Main is the approach and the concept, that is more important rather than the formulae. So I'll start with one question. Number 1, integral 3x square plus 2x dx divided by x to the power 6 plus 2x to the power 5 plus x to the power 4 plus 2x cube plus 2x square plus 5. So main concept is that, so whatever is the denominator is given and numerator is given plus to observe, both are polynomials. Now, some factors derivative is present in the numerator. What is the derivative? Since numerator is given as 3x square plus 2x, it means if I take x cube plus x square is equal to t, the derivative is present as 3x square plus 2x dx is equal to dt. So we have to rearrange the denominator in such a way. So 3x square plus 2x dx is numerator. Denominator can be written as x cube plus x square whole square plus 2 times x cube plus x square plus 5. So clearly this is nothing but dt by t square plus 2t plus 5. So it is in a standard form. What is its standard form? dt by t plus 1 whole square plus 4. So whenever I will be discussing standard form, so I'll write the formula also for your convenience. So formula used here is integral dx by x square plus a square equal to 1 by a tan inverse x by a. This is the formula used. So in this case, it becomes 1 by 2 tan inverse t plus 1 by 2. So this will give you 1 by 2 tan inverse. What is t here? T is x cube plus x square plus 1 by 2, obviously plus c. So I started with a simple problem. Most of the students, what they do is they keep on doing the tough problems. Not the tough, actually the tricky questions they ask in different integrals, and you must know the formulas thorough, then only you can attempt it, and the approach. These are the two important things. In JEE Advanced also, your time allocated is hardly 2.5 minutes for a problem. Not 5 to 6 minutes are given in such a way you are doing a long questions. I hope you understood. Let us move to second example. We will be discussing first algebraic integral x square minus 1 dx, x square minus 1 dx divided by x to the power 4 plus 3x square plus 1 tan inverse x plus 1 by x is equal to f of x. F of 0 is given as log pi by 2. Then tan e to the power f of 4. Now slowly, whenever in J advance, especially they give integral and relate it to certain problems. Like in the passage, so one integral will be given, associated problems will be given. Here f of x, f0 is log pi by 2. Then you have to find tan of e to the power f4. Now, main is you have to concentrate what is written inside the tan, x plus 1 by x. So, derivative of x plus 1 by x is 1 minus 1 by x square. That we have to rearrange. So, take x square common, 1 by x square dx. So, denominator becomes x square plus 3 plus 1 by x square tan inverse x plus 1 by x. Now, we consider x plus 1 by x is equal to t. So, 1 minus 1 by x square dx is equal to dt. So, this becomes dt by x square plus 3 plus 1 by x square can also be written as x plus 1 by x whole square plus 1. This will give you t square plus 1 into tan inverse t. Again, the derivative of tan inverse t is d by dt of tan inverse t is equal to 1 by 1 plus t square. So, this can again be written as this is du by u. What is u here? U is equal to tan inverse t. So, du is equal to 1 by 1 plus t square. So, du equal to 1 by 1 plus t square dt. So, this will give you log tan inverse u, which is in turn log tan inverse t plus c, of course, everywhere, plus c. This is equal to log tan inverse x plus 1 by x plus c. This is f of x. So, f of 0 will give you log of tan inverse 0 plus 1 by 0 plus c. So, f of 0 is equal to, you get this is as log pi by 2 because tan inverse infinity is tending to pi by 2 plus c. So, f of 0 is log pi by 2. This implies c equal to 0. When c is equal to 0, what is the leftover function? Log tan inverse x plus 1 by x. Please write down. Then we'll move further. So we got f of x. So we got f of x is equal to log tan inverse x plus 1 by x. Now what is the value they are asking? They are asking e to the power f of 4. So this is nothing but e to the power log tan inverse x plus 1 by x is e to the power f of x. So this will give you tan inverse x plus 1 by x. Tan inverse x plus 1 by x. So they are asking f of 4. Then e to the power f of 4. So this is nothing but tan inverse 4 plus 1 by 4. So this will give you tan inverse 4, 4, 16, 17 by 4. Question number 3. Integral 5x to the power 8 plus 7x to the power 6 divided by x square plus 1 plus 2x to the power 7 whole square dx, where x is greater than 0. Simple. They have asked in also J means. So clearly concept is higher degree terms in denominator we take out. Highest degree term in denominator we take out. So what happens? See, if I take highest degree term x to the power 8 by x to the power 14 plus 7x to the power 6 by x to the power 14 dx by denominator will become 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 whole square. So whenever this type of questions are given to you, first you try the highest degree out. Next you try the next whatever is given. In this problem x square is given. Any one will satisfy our solution. Next step. So this becomes integral 5 by x to the power 6 plus 7 by x to the power 8 dx divided by 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 whole square. So if I consider this as a t, this becomes minus dt by t square. What is t we have considered? 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 is equal to t. So we get minus 1 by x to the power 6 minus 7 by x to the power 8 dx, I will put a bracket, dx is equal to dt. So this will give you 1 by t plus c. 1 by t plus c. But what is t? This is t is nothing but 1 by x to the power 5, 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 plus c. You can simplify. If you simplify, this integral becomes x to the power 7 by 2x to the power 7 plus x square plus 1 plus c. Example 4. Integral 3 sine 30 power 13x plus 2 sine 11x divided by 2 sine to the power 4x plus 3 sine square x plus 1 to the power 4 into dx by secant x is equal to f of x. 6 to the power 4 f of pi by 2 is equal to dash you have to find. Given f of 0 is equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0. Now, if you observe very carefully, 1 by secant x is cos x. So again concept, observe the derivative of sin x and the highest degree term in the denominator. We take sin x equal to t, cos x dx is equal to dt. So if you substitute it, we get 3 t to the power 13 plus 2 t to the power 11 divided by 3 t to the power 4 plus 3 t square plus 1 to the power 4 dt. Next you get it as, again divide by highest degree. So we get 3 t to the power 4, 4, 16. 13 minus 16 will give you t to the power minus 3 plus 2 t to the power minus 5 divided by 2 plus 3 t to the power minus 2 plus t to the power minus 4 whole to the power 4 dt. Now I'll draw a line. So derivative of denominator is present in numerator by just a little rearrangement. 2 plus 3t to the power minus 2 plus t to the power minus 4 is equal to u. You will get minus 6 t to the power minus 3 minus 4 t to the power minus 5 dt is equal to du. So we substitute here. So this becomes minus 1 by 2 dt by t to the power 4, u to the power 4. This is du. So this will give you, what is u? This is the factor. So finally we get 1 by 6. Finally we get 1 by 6 into, I am writing directly, sine to the power 12x by 2 sines to the power 4x plus 3 sine square x plus 1 whole cube. this is equal to f of x. Obviously plus integral constant. If I see f of 0 is equal to 0, if you substitute, c also becomes 0. Now, what is f of x we got? F of x we got it as 1 by 6 sine to the power 12x by 2 sine to the power 4x plus 3 sine square x plus 1 whole cube. Now we put f of pi by 2. If I put f of pi by 2, so we get 1 by 6 into 1 by 2 plus 3 plus 1 whole cube. That's the reason this is 6 to the cube, 6 to the power 4. F of pi by 2 is equal to 1. They can ask you in integer type of questions. So answer will be 1. Seems to be easy problem, but this is the level they are asking. So you must carefully, if a small error, you can't get the integral constant properly. Once you won't integral constant properly, you won't get the function properly. If on a small mistake also, you won't get the accurate answer. Now we switch on to example 5. Example 5, further we'll go. 4 problems we did on rearrangement. Dx under root of, actually it is 4th root, not under root, 4th root of x minus 1 whole cube into x plus 2 to the power 5. It's also a tricky problem. So if we rewrite this one as dx by, this can be written as x minus 1 to the power 3 by 4 and x plus 2 to the power 5 by 4. We have to do rearrangement in such a way so we get the derivative and one function. What do you mean by one function? So important trick in this is whatever the highest power is there, 5 by 4 rather than 3 by 4, 5 by 4 is there. So you multiply divide denominator by xy minus term, which is the less degree term, in x plus 2 of same power. It means x plus 2 by x minus 1 whole to the power 5 by 4. It means x minus 1 to the power 3 by 4 into x minus 1 to the power 5 by 4. So automatically this becomes dx by, this is x plus 2 by x minus 1 to the power 5 by 4 into x minus 1 to the power 8 by 4, which is whole square. If we observe very carefully, x plus 2 by x minus 1 is equal to t to the power 4, rather than, that is more convenient. We get minus 3 times of x minus 1 whole square dx is equal to 4 t cube dt, which is already present. So if we substitute this value, what is dx now? Dx will become minus 4 by 3 t cube dt by t to the power 5. So this will give you 4 by 3 into 1 by t plus c. So this will give you 4 by 3. Final answer will be x minus 1 by x plus 2 x minus 1 by x plus 2 whole to the power 1 by 4 plus c. And you can remember result, I'll tell you the shortcut, how it 4 came and 1 by 4. Both terms will be same. How it came? You can easily get whatever is the root given, fourth root, 4 and 4 will come. How 3 came? 2 plus 1, 3. This is also one of the shortcut. Most of the cases it works. So this is another algebraic type of problem. Mostly in examination, these type of questions are chances you might get it. Example 6. Same as example 5, with little change. Dx by tan x minus 2 to the power 7 by 8 into tan x plus 3 to the power 9 by 8 into 1 by cos square x. So same rearrangement. 1 by cos square x is nothing but secant square x. Secant square x dx by tan x minus 2 to the power 7 by 8 into tan x plus 3 to the power 9 by 8. Same, highest power 9 by 8. So we take tan x is equal to t. This becomes dt by t minus 2 to the power 7 by 8 into t plus 3 to the power 9 by 8. Same rearrangement will do. So 8 is the power. So clearly indicated. So 3 plus 2 will give you 5. I'll write the direct step. 8 by 5. If you solve, we get tan x minus 2 by tan x plus 3 to the power 1 by 8 plus c. Use the direct shortcut. So this is 3 plus 2 will give you 5. And if you solve also, you get the same answer. Same, you have to divide by t minus 2 to the power 7 by 8. You multiply, divide. So 9 by 8 you have to multiply. 9 plus 7 will give you 16. 16 by 8 will give you 2. Same, it will come. This was example 6. Example 7. Integral dx by x square 1 plus x to the power 7 6 by 7 is equal to f of x. So f of 1 is given as minus 2 to the power 1 by 7. You have to find limit x tending to infinity f of x. Same way, highest degree, let us try. We take x to the power 7 outside. We get dx by 7 will cancel, 6 will come. So x to the power 8, 1 plus 1 by x to the power 7, power 6 by 7. So 1 plus 1 by x to the power 7 is equal to t. So minus 7 x to the power minus 8 dx is equal to dt. So we get this as minus 1 by 7 dt by t to the power 6 by 7. This is equal to minus 1 by 7 integral t to the power minus 6 by 7 dt. So minus 6 by 7 plus 1 will give you 1 by 7, the reciprocal. So directly you get minus t to the power 1 by 7 plus c. Because t to the power n, so integral will t to the power n is t to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So numerator will become t to the power minus 6 by 7 plus 1 will give you 1 by 7. 7 reciprocal, this one will come. So f of x is equal to minus 1 plus x to the power minus 7, x to the power minus 7 to the power 1 by 7. If I take f of 1, so f of 1 is equal to minus 2 to the power 1 by 7. That is only they gave. So why they gave? This implies c equal to 0. Now the limit x tending to infinity minus 1 plus 1 by x to the power 7 to the power 1 by 7. As x tending to infinity, 1 by x tending to 0, the answer will be minus 1. These were some algebraic problems. Let us move further. Example 8. Integral 2 sin x plus 5 divided by 2 plus 5 sin x whole square dx is equal to f of x. F of pi by 2 is equal to 0. X square by 16 plus y square by mod f of 0 whole square equal to 1. Find eccentricity of ellipse. So if you observe JEE Advanced, they won't ask for straight problems. They mix 2 or 3 concepts. Here if you observe sine 2 5 and here 2 and 5 reciprocal is given. So the trick in this case is that again derivative of denominator present must be, you rearrange in such a way you get the derivative denominator present in the numerator. So if we concentrate very carefully, if I divide by cos in the bracket and cos square, basically cos x means when it comes outside cos square x. So this can again be written as divide by cos square x, numerator and denominator. So numerator becomes 2 tan x secant x plus 5 secant square x divided by 2 secant x plus 5 tan x whole square dx. Now you observe, derivative 2 secant x is 2 secant x tan x, derivative 5 tan x is 5 secant square x. So this is the way they ask. By just observing it, you will try to put in the half angle and all, it won't work it out. So this is the easiest way. Now this becomes denominator quantity 2 secant x plus 5 tan x is equal to t. So we get 2 tan x secant x plus 5 secant square x dx is equal to dt. So we get dt by t square, which will give you minus 1 by t. So minus 1 by t will give you minus cos x by 2 plus 5 sin x plus c. So because what is t? T is nothing but 2 secant x plus 5 cos x, means 2 by cos x plus 5 by sin x by cos x. Automatically you'll get this one. Now f of pi by 2. F of pi by 2, you get it as 0. This implies c equal to 0. Now we put f of 0. So what we get f of 0? F of 0 we get it as minus 1. Cos 0 is 1. Minus 1. Sin 0 is 0. Minus 1 by 2. Separating it. Now we substitute here. X square upon 16 plus y square upon 1 by 4 equal to 1. We know the eccentricity formula, under root of a square minus b square, a square minus b square by a square. From this, if you substitute the value, you get under root of 63 by 4. One minute, there we have to just confirm it. So eccentricity will be 16 minus 1 by 4 root 63 divided x square plus 16, x square by 16 plus y square by 1 by 4 is equal to 1. So a square minus b square, a square minus b square by a square will come. There's a small error. So what happens? This 4 will also come 64. 64 means this will come, 8 will come. So this rearrangement of integral is related to the conic section ellipse. If you are able to find f of 0 perfect, you'll get a perfect answer. If any small error comes in calculating f of 0, the whole thing will go wrong. This is example 8. Example 9. Integral cos x plus 2 dx by 1 plus 2 cos x whole square. So same type as above problem. If you simplify, you get sin x by 1 plus 2 cos x. Please try on your own, because same concept you have to do it, and you will try this problem, you will get sin x by 1 plus 2 cos x. Same concept, this is 1, 2, 1, 2 is given to you. So you have to divide by, obviously, sin square x, numerator and denominator. You get array of results. Example 10. Integral dx by 5 plus 4 sin x whole square. Lot of students do mistake in this also. Again, you have to rearrange in such a way you get the derivative. How to get it? If you observe very carefully, it is little practice required, this type of problems. T, you take it as 5 sin x plus 4 by 5 plus 4 sin x. What is dt? So dt you get as 9 cos x by 5 plus 4 sine x whole square dx. So dt by 9 cos x is equal to dx by 5 plus 4 sine x whole square. Now, here cos x is there. We convert cos x in terms of t. So, sin x is given to you as, this can be written as sin x using common denominator rule. Sin x is written as 5t minus 4 by 5 minus 4t. From this, we calculate the cos x. Cos x becomes 3 into under root of 1 minus t square by 5 minus 4t. So this is already integral is given to you. So we substitute it. If we substitute this one, we get 5 by 27 integral dt by under root of 1 minus t square plus 4 by 27 integral minus t dt by under root of 1 minus t square. So this will finally we get 5 by 27 sine inverse t. Integral of dt by under root of 1 minus t square is sine inverse t plus 4 by 27 under root of 1 minus t square plus c. Most important part is this, how you substitute it. 5 sin x plus 4, 5 plus 4 sin x. Reverse it, coefficients. That you to consider t. Remaining all automatically get it. That is a trick in this problem. Whenever 5 plus 4 sin x, same 5 plus or a plus b cos x is given, same rearrangement you have to do it. Example 11. Example 11, x dx by 7x minus 10 minus x square to the power 3 by 2. Again the rearrangement problem. X dx, this can be written as 9 by 4 minus x minus 7 by 2 whole square. You all know factorization properly. That's why I'm not devoting much time on this. So again rearrangement in such a way it becomes the simplest form. So if I substitute x equal to 3 by 2 sine theta plus 7 by 2. So because x minus 7 by 2 becomes 3 by 2 sine theta, square will give you 9 by 4 sine square theta. So 1 minus sine square theta we can apply. So dx is equal to 3 by 2 cos theta d theta. So we apply this one. So what is x now? X is nothing but 3 by 2 sine theta plus 7 by 2 into 3 by 2 cos theta d theta divided by 27 by 8 cos cube theta. Why so? Because this becomes 9 by 4 whole to the power 3 by 2 means 3 by 2 whole cube. 3 by 2 whole cube is 27 by 8. 1 minus sine square theta will give you cos square theta. Cos cube theta will come. So if we divide it, we get 2 by 9 integral 7 secant square theta plus 3 secant theta tan theta d theta. So this will give you 2 by 9 7 tan theta plus 3 secant theta. Now, how to convert into algebraic form? Already we studied this one. What is x minus 7 by 2? X minus 7 by 2 and this is 3 by 2 will give you sine theta. X minus 7 by 2 by 3 by 2 is sine theta. So this is nothing but under root of 9 by 4 minus x minus 7 by 2 whole square. So we substitute this for tan theta is perpendicular upon base and secant is nothing but hypotenuse upon base. The both against base is coming. So you finally get 2 by 9 7x minus 20 by 7x minus 10 minus x square to the power 1 by 2 plus c. Example 12. Integral x minus 1 dx by x plus 1 into under root of x cube plus x square plus x, which is equal to f of x. F of 1 is equal to 2 pi by 3 whenever x is greater than 0, then minimum value of f of x, minimum value of f of x. By just seeing, you can't identify, the derivative is also not present. So we have to do such as a trick. This also a practice it comes. I multiply divide by x minus 1 into x plus 1. Why? Next step you'll understand. This becomes x plus 1 whole square under root of x cube plus x square plus x. Here see, you can't take x cube out. You have to take x square out. Here also, if you take x square out, 1 minus 1 by x square dx. So what happens in this case? You have taken x square into x. In this case also, if you take x out in the expansion, x square plus 2x plus 1, we get x plus 1 by x plus 2 under root of, you have taken x square, x is left over, 1, you get x square means 1 by x. See, we got the form. So derivative of x plus 1 by x is 1 minus 1 by x square is present in front of you. So x plus 1 by x plus 1 equal to t square. So we get 1 minus 1 by x square dx is equal to 2t dt. So this becomes 2t dt by t into t square plus 1. This is nothing but x plus 1 by x plus 1 is t square plus 1. This is t. T and t will cancel. You get 2 tan inverse t plus c. Now, what is f of x given? F of x is equal to 2 tan inverse x plus 1 by x plus 1 plus c. Substitute f of 1, you get 2 tan inverse. What is actually this one? T. T is nothing but under root to the power 1 by 2. You get tan inverse root 3. So tan inverse root 3 is pi by 3, which is in turn 2 pi by 3. Why they gave? This implies c equal to 0. Once we get c equal to 0, I'm writing here itself. C equal to 0. What we get f of x now? F of x is equal to 2 tan inverse x plus 1 by x plus 1. So you immediately minimum value means you will try to differentiate. It's not required. X plus 1 by x minimum value is 2. So you get 2 tan inverse root 3. Of course 1 by 2. So this is 2 pi by 3 is the minimum value. So because x plus 1 by x minimum value is 2 whenever x is greater than 0. That's why they gave x is greater than 0. So you get 2 pi by 3. So these type of rearrangement problems associated with some values, they'll ask you the maxima, minima or conic section, other topics. Example 13. Integral sine inverse 2x plus 2 by x square plus 2x plus 2 dx. So if you observe this one, sine inverse 2x plus 1 and denominator is x plus 1 whole square plus 1 dx. So x plus 1 is equal to tan theta, dx is equal to secant square theta d theta. So this converts into sine inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta into secant square theta d theta, which is outside. This is within the bracket. 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sine inverse sine 2 theta into secant square theta d theta. So this will give you, this is nothing but 2 theta into secant square theta d theta. Here you have to apply the product rule. So if we apply the product rule, we get 2 common. We get theta tan theta plus log cos theta. How it came? Product rule. So theta first function, integral of secant square theta is tan theta minus derivative theta is 1 and integral of tan theta is minus log sin theta, minus become log cos theta, minus plus log cos theta will come. Now how to convert this one theta? So we know that, so this is x plus 1 and this is 1. Obviously this will be under root of x square 2x plus 2. Now from this we substitute here. If we substitute here, I will write here only. So 2 tan inverse x plus 1 into x plus 1, it is outside. I will put a bracket to make more specific, plus log of 1 by under root of x square plus 2x plus 2. Bracket close. This was example number I think 14 it is. Previous example was 12. This is 13. I hope you understood the rearrangement and then use the product rule also in this case. So which can be doable within 2 minutes. Example 14. F 0 to pi by 2 to real numbers such that f of 0 is equal to 3 and f dash x equal to 1 by 1 plus cos x. 3 plus a is less than f of pi by 2 is less than 3 plus b. Find a plus b. Find a plus b. It's a very interesting problem. F dash x is given to us, which is equal to 1 by 1 plus cos x, which can also be written as 1 by 2 secant square x by 2. So what is f of x then if we integrate both sides? F of x, you get it as tan x by 2 plus c. Now f of 0 equal to 3. So it implies c equal to 3. So we get f of pi by 2. F of pi by 2 will give you tan pi by 4 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. So we get 3 plus pi by 4 is equal to 3 plus pi by 4, which is equal to 3 plus 22 by 7 into 4, which is equal to 3.78. So 3 plus pi by 2 will give you 4.57. So it clearly indicates that a equal to pi by 4 and b is equal to pi by 2. So a plus b is equal to 3 pi by 4. As f of pi by 2 is 4, we near about will take, and interval is also given 0 to pi by 2. So a belongs to 0 to pi by 2. That's why we took 3 plus pi by 4 and 3 plus pi by 2. So actually this comes according to the options. So you have to check according to the options. We rearrange it. Example 15. Integral dx by x square minus 2x plus 10 whole square. If you observe this one, this is dx by x minus 1 whole square plus 9 whole square. So we substitute x minus 1 as 3 tan theta. So dx will give you 3 secant square theta d theta. If we substitute it, we get 1 by 81 3 secant square theta d theta by secant to the power 4 theta. So finally we get 1 by 27 integral cos square theta, which can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. This is 1 by 54. Integral will give you theta plus 1 by 2 sine 2 theta plus c. So this can again be written as 1 by 54. Theta is here. Theta is nothing but tan inverse x minus 1 by 3 plus you get, so 2 sine theta cos theta, 2 will cancel, sine theta cos theta, if you write it, it becomes 3 into x minus 1 by x minus 1 whole square plus 9 plus c. So in competitive, they ask in these type of questions which can be done within a minute and simple rearrangement using the trigonometric substitutions. Example 16. X square dx divided by x sin x plus cos x whole square. So these type of trick, if it strikes, hardly takes a minute time, otherwise it's a lot of, you can't even solve it even 10 minutes or half an hour. So main is you have to observe the denominator x sin x plus cos x. So what is the derivative is coming? The derivative of this is coming as x cos x. So you rearrange in such a way. So what we do is we write x cos x into x secant x, mean the same, dx, divided by x sin x plus cos x whole square. So derivative denominator is present as x cos x. So what we do is x secant x as first function into integral of x cos x dx by x sin x plus cos x whole square minus d by dx of x secant x into integral, I put a big box here, integral x cos x by x sin x plus cos x whole square dx. When we solve this, we get x secant x minus sign of course divided by x sin x plus cos x. Now derivative of x secant x is secant x secant x tan x. If you simplify it, directly you get integral of secant square x dx. If you simplify it, you get secant x square x dx. So final answer will give you minus x secant x by x sin x plus cos x plus tan x plus c. Further you all can do it. Only concept you have to remember is whatever the derivative denominator is nothing but x cos x, that you created in the numerator x cos x into x secant x, because you require only x square. So once you created, the derivative is present, denominator present, derivative is present in the numerator. Further you use the product rule. Example 17. The model is, this is also expected, e to the power x fx plus f dash x dx is equal to e to the power x f of x. By product rule, you'll get this answer. So we'll do one problem of rearrangement, two problems on this one. E to the power x 3 minus x square dx by 1 minus 2x plus x square. So basic idea to rearrange like this. So what we do is e to the power x within the bracket 1 minus x square plus 2 divided by 1 minus x whole square dx. This rearrangement only possible when you little do practice and what is given in the denominator. That matters a lot. So e to the power x, this can be written as 1 minus x by 1 plus x plus 2 by 1 minus x whole square dx. How it came? Because the factors are x minus 1 into x plus 1, x minus 1 into x plus 1. So I think there is a small error. This will be 1 plus x and this will be 1 minus x. So 1 minus x into 1 plus x, 1 minus x into 1 plus x. So what happens? 1 minus x, one factor will cancel. So 1 minus x is left over. Numerator 1 plus x is left over. So what is the derivative of 1 plus x by 1 minus x? 1 minus x by 1 plus x. 1 minus x by 1 plus x d by dx. If you observe this, this will give you differentiation of numerator is 1 into denominator minus differentiation of denominator is minus 1 into numerator 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x whole square. So 1 minus x minus minus become plus x, 1 plus x, x will cancel, you get 2. So that is 2 by 1 minus x square is present. So final answer is e to the power x 1, e to the power x 1 plus x, 1 plus x by 1 minus x plus c. So this rearrangement they can ask you which can be done within 2 minutes. This is 1 minus x and this is 1 plus x. Example 18. Example 18 is log of log x plus 1 by log x whole square. So by just observing, you will be not able to do it. But if we take log x equal to t, x is equal to e to the power t. So this becomes dx is equal to e to the power t dt. So we get e to the power t inside log t plus 1 by t square dt. Now derivative log t is 1 by t. So it is not there. So we introduce it. Log t plus 1 by t minus 1 by t plus 1 by t square dt. So derivative log t is 1 by t. Derivative of minus 1 by t is 1 plus t square. So finally e to the power t, So this becomes e to the power t within the bracket log t is the function and minus 1 by t is the another function. So this will give you e to the power t is e to the power log x into log of log x minus e to the power log x by t is nothing but log x. So e to the power log x, this is one bracket of course. So this will give you x log of log x minus e to the power log x by log x, which can also be written as x plus c. Example 19. Cos 7x minus cos 8x divided by 1 plus 2 cos 5x. It's also a unique problem. So special rearrangement. So first of all, as you observe, you will try to convert into half angle. 2 sine 15x by 2 into sine x by 2 divided by 1 plus 2 into 1 minus 2 sine square 5x by 2. Why we did it like this? Second step, next step you'll understand. This can again be written as cos c minus cos d minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2. That is the formula we applied. So we get minus 2 sin 15x by 2 into sin x by 2. Denominator is 3 minus 4 sin square 5x by 2. You observe, if I multiply divide by sin 5x by 2, the formula you'll get it. So this is a trick which you have to remember. Minus 2 sin 15x by 2 into sin x by 2 into sin 5x by 2 dx. Denominator will become 3 sin 5x by 2 minus 4 sin cube 5x by 2. This is the formula of sin 3 theta. So this will give you minus 2 sin 15x by 2 into sin x by 2 sin 5x by 2 divided by sin 15x by 2, which will cancel. Again 2 sin a sin b, if you apply the formula, we get integral of, so you get cos 3x minus cos 2x dx. This is nothing but 1 by 3 sin 3x plus 1 by 2 sin 2x plus c. So main idea behind is that convert it to a half angle. Convert cos 5x is also a half angle in terms of sine, because every term in the numerator is in sine. You converted sine, automatically get an idea that you have to write sin 3 theta, then sin 15x by 2 will cancel. You get your required result. So hundreds of problems are there in integral calculus, but these are the specific, these type of questions you can expect of rearrangement, because you have to solve within 2 minutes of speculated time. After a lot of research, we have found that these questions are more important. This type of rearrangement problems are more important. 20. Now I'll discuss some problems in general, what you have to do if it is in this form is given. So linear is outside, quadratic inside. We substitute whole linear part as 1 by t. Further you have to do. So linear outside, quadratic inside, we always take linear part ax plus b as 1 by t. So this is all expected. Dx by, if it is quadratic is outside, quadratic is inside, then we take x is equal to 1 by t. Please see the difference in these two. Then further it becomes a standard form of integration. Then you can do it. So these are the two. One by one I'll discuss the model. Integral dx by, suppose x minus under root of x square minus 2x plus 2 is given. In these type of questions, whole denominator x square minus 2x plus 2 you take as a t. So x minus t whole square is equal to x square minus 2x plus 2. X square term will cancel. You get minus 2xt plus t square is equal to minus 2x plus 2. So from this you extract the x value and substitute it. This is a trick, we have to use it whenever it is given in this form. So further it's very easy to do it. So complete question will come in terms of t. If you rearrange, you get x value as 1 by 2 t square minus 2 by t minus 1. Further you substitute it. (23) Another model most expected in examination. A cos x plus b sin x divided by c cos x plus d sin x dx. The concept is numerator is equal to a into denominator plus b into derivative of denominator function. If you solve this, so you get in a form of a, you get it as ac plus bd, cross multiply ac plus bd by c square plus d square, and b equal to ad minus bc by c square plus d square. So if we solve and we get direct answer. So this will be ax plus b log c cos x plus d sin x. Please remember this result. It will be very easy to remember. AC, you write first cosine, then you take AC plus BD by C square plus D square and AD minus BC. The process is this one. It saves a lot of time. I'll take one problem immediately to explain. Integral 4 cos x plus 3 sin x divided by cos x plus sin x dx. So clearly AC 4 into 1 plus 3 into 1 by 2. This is the value of A. Value of B will be 4 into 1 minus 3 into 1 divided by 2. So we get 7 by 2x plus 1 by 2 log sin x plus cos x plus c. This is also expected problem in examination. (25) sometimes you come across this type of questions. Sine 5x by 2 dx divided by sine x by 2. Again, you have to remove the denominator. So we multiply divide by 2 sine 5x by 2 into cos x by 2 dx divided by 2 sine x by 2 cos x by 2. So directly you will get it as sine 2 sine a cos b will give you sine 3x plus sine 2x divided by sine x dx. This will give you integral 3 minus 4 sine square x plus 2 cos x dx. Further, this can be written as 3 minus 2 1 minus cos 2x 1 bracket dx plus 2 cos x dx. So you get 3x minus 2x plus sine 2x plus 2 sine x plus c. These are the major problems I have discussed. So many problems are there, but this is a conceptual questions, most probably almost all covered. And in the continuation class, if anything is left, we'll definitely discuss.